Good morning, all. Today's session is about OCI networking. So these are going to be my objective. It is CIDR, VCN, IP addresses, gateway routing, peering, transit routing, security. So I will explain in detail all the points that is very much important if you are working in OIC. Um, So let me explain CIDR. CIDR we call cashless inter-domain routing notation. So before coming to CIDR, what is IP addresses? So IP addresses has two components. One is network and host. And coming to subnet mask. So through subnet mask, we can get the IP ranges. So just think this is my IP. And you can see in between slash 24, it means we are going to have the IP ranges here. And how we can derive IP ranges, I'm going to talk in the consecutive slides. So first, when first two host addresses cannot be assigned to host, that is 0 and 1. Because 0 is dedicated to network address and 255 is broadcast. Those two you can't assign to your resources. So CIDR basis is this one. Uh, if you can say /24, it could be /8, /16, /30, /32, /27. And this mean we are going to have the IP ranges. And the first IP where we start 0, you can't allocate to any of the OIC resource. 255 also you can't allocate because that is reserved uh, for network and broadcast. Now let me talk how we can derive the ranges. So just think we have this one, and we need to know how to get this. So coming here, what we can do for 192, this is the binary 27, 260, 2625 to power 4. It will go up to 2 power 0. So this is binary notation for 192. This is binary notation for 168. This is binary notation for 01. And all 0 is binary notation for 0. We have uh, three classes. Class A, where it has 8 bits, and class B, where it has 16 bits, class C, where it has 24 bits. So subnet, when we talk, it's in class A, B, and C. I guess this we don't use in YC, but we'll see. So if you arrange this binary notation, you can see it will come like this: 192, 168, 10, and similarly 24, because this is what we got here. This one, 24. So 24, if you can split in bits, you can see 8 plus 8 plus 8, 24, and the last one will 0. If it is 32, all everywhere, this 1, 1, 1, and this also going to be 1, 1, 1, 1. And what you can do, you can take logical AND, and after logical AND, you can see this will come. You, I guess we know how what is logical AND. I mean, if both system on, then it is 1. If anything off, it will be off. So here you can see if this is off, this is on, it is off. Now coming here, what we can do, we can arrange in similar way, and you just take logical OR. A logical Or means if anything on, it will be on. So here 101, 101, and if both are off, it will off. This is how you will say. So if you do inverse, you are going to get this. So similarly, you can derive IP ranges for any subnet. Now you can get it through internet, but I just thought to explain so that you won't be surprised how this happened. Coming to my uh, topic, VCN virtual cloud network. This is very important. It is about we are trying to set up network, private network on the Oracle data center. So in general term, when you book any flat in any of the apartments, so after once you get your flat, you will have all the access. So similarly, here we are private network that you set up in Oracle data center by enabling firewall, uh, a specific type of communication gateway that you choose to use. So it totally depends what sort of subscription you have taken and how you are going to set up your virtual cloud network. Once you set up a VCN, you can see these are going to come default once you create virtual cloud network. And first you can't delete, but you will be allowed to change. So this will come by default. VCN you can delete. You can set up number of VCN and you can allocate your resources. Like I said here, allowed OCI VCN size ranges from /16/30. So seems like /8 is not allowed in OIC. And VCN reserve first two IP addresses. Like I said in the beginning, 0 we can't allocate, and last to 55 we can't allocate. 0 is for network and 255 is for broadcast. Here in OIC we can't. The first two IP ranges are reserved. I don't know. You can find out uh, over internet why two are reserved, but just for information, we should be knowing first two are reserved and last one reserved. This is interesting to know. So to describe this one, once you set up VCN, you can have the IP ranges like here for this /16. We can have many IP ranges. So here, this is wider network. You can set up many resource within that IP ranges. So here I have just for example, we have two. Uh, this is OCI region, and this is VCN, and we have two resources. One is front end, and second is back end. So in the front end, you can say this is internet gateway where anyone can request and get the response. And this is something NAT gateway where it is not allowed to request. And this is why for the NAT gateway, you can say it can uh, it can request or this system can request, but outside it is not allowed to take any request. And that's why if you see the rules here, ingress, it will communicate only to this system, but egress, no one allowed to request this system. But for this system, you can see ingress, anyone can allow to hit the system. Egress, only egress, I mean this system, it can request. So this I will explain in details. So here you can say these are the data center, and any data center you can set up AD. Here you can see three AD by default. You can get AD, and subnet you can be specific to any of the AD. It can span to all the ADs. So why subnet? So because subnet is required, we set up instances, and instances required network where they can communicate to the world. And within subnet, we can set up our resources. So VCN, VNIC is very important because it enable compute instance to connect to VCN. So this is the through VNIC determine how instance connect to endpoint inside outside the VCN. So any communication happening with your resource, it is whole and sole responsibility of VNIC. Coming to security list, it is just trying to open the port about resource who can have communication. So you can say submit a base shape where we have role ingress, like anyone can request egress, only this system can communicate to zero. So I will explain in details in my below slide. So gateway and routing. This is very interesting to know. We set up, we have this many gateway, internet gateway, NAT gateway, service gateway, dynamic routing gateway, peering a connection. And it is very informative to know about the type of gateway and routings. So this is just Oracle data center, and you set up VCN. Within VCN, you set up resources, and once you set up resources, your resource where it should communicate, that will happen through your routing table. So within routing table, we set up roles so that it will know who is going to request, whether uh, whether whether uh, external system allowed to send request or not. Everything we are going to specify within the routing gateway. So this place you can say this is for IG Internet Gateway where anyone can send a request to. So this is what Internet Gateway, like any system can enable communication with this resource. It could be your database, it could be ATP, it could be ADW, it could be bucket, any of the data lake, any of the system within OCI offering. NAT gateway, you can say it is not open like internet gateway. So others people can't make request, but this is mainly for applying patches. Yeah, if you want to update your system so that you can request uh, your system so that it will get update, proper update. Service gateway is very important because if you want your resource to communicate with any other OCI offering, because when we talk about OCI offering, we are going to have internet, we are going to have streaming, bucket, uh, uh, Kubernetes, any resource, whether it's Golden Gate, yeah, any other OCI offering. If you want to enable communication, you can do it through service gateway. DRG is also one of the gateway where if client having data center and you want to have fast connect, yeah, you want to connect client data center, client data directly, you can enable VPN tunneling. Yeah, through fast connect, you can access client's data in very secure way. Local peering gateway and remote. This is the local peering gateway. So this is used like if you're in your data center, uh, if you want to set up a communication between one VCN to another VCN, you can do it through LPG. So generally, uh, if just say you set up a VCN for your dev and you set up VCN for your UAT and you want to communicate between dev and UAT, you can do it through LPG. Best in is for this is session based. So when you set up compute instance and your subnet is private, in that case you can't log in from outside. And for what you need session based uh, setup. So within OCI, once you configure Western, you can uh, you can uh, uh, you can enable the compute instance. You can connect to compute instance for few hours. I guess it will be giving 3 hours once you log in through Western session. So um, this is only for private subnet. If your compute instance is publicly has public subnet, it means anyone can connect directly. But this setup is only required if your compute instance is uh, uh, private, uh, has private subnet.